Welcome to the Beauty and Fitness Show. I am your host, Ari Humstone. If you're just joining, you missed the dancing Chihuahuas. They were up first today, couple pickers. How you doing? Welcome to the Beauty and Fitness chat. Tonight we'll be talking about skin products and hair treatments. Let a couple get in here. How you doing? First. Let me get on my teleprompter because I'm not going to lean into this thing all night long. So here we go. Can you hear me? I think you can because I just heard myself. So we got a couple pickers that are first guest up tonight. And how's things in Florida this evening? Are you working and listening? If it's your first time in here, you must be bored. I looked and I seen there was no heavy hitters happening right now. So I thought here's a good time to jump in and talk about nothing. Tonight's drink, of course, will be refreshing apple juice. And there's Tracy. How you doing tonight? Lisa lurking. I'm in the edit mode. Oh, there you go. You're editing. So you guys are 24/7 and you break in for your chats and your seminars. And then you kind of just put us on and we're in the background. We're the entertainment while you ship, pack, and post. I've actually got 5 things posted, and I don't have bids on any. That means I get to keep them. So I will be keeping them. Kalate or MMA? Is he fighting or wrestling? That's cool that your son is into some. Oh, wow. He's whacking kids. Or adults. Well, he'll surely be able to defend himself in the emergency situation, so that's cool. And thank you for stopping in. That's a shame because second hour of the show today, of course, is the beauty hour where we'll be discussing the skin product. You're going to miss it. You want to go watch people beat the hell out of each other. That's up to you, Tracy. Go ahead. I don't blame me. That stuff will be exciting. Bluegrass, what's up? Anthony, how you been? No guitar playing tonight? Or are you full-time posting all that? Evening resale, okay. Tomorrow, hopefully, there could be... Oh, wow, that's cool. Tomorrow is going to be a couple estate sales. So one of them's private. So I got a feeling that's by the family. So I'm getting in line because I want in. I will be an early bird. I need some stuff. I'm bored to death. I need new treasure. I need to stockpile. So I have plenty of trading power down the road. Junk Girl, how you doing? Glad to see you stop in this evening of action-packed talk. As you see, I'm not leaning in anymore if you haven't been here. in a bit. I read off the teleprompter. I don't go in like this anymore because it was scaring too many people. Every time I'd pop in, I'd lose two viewers. So I'm sitting back. Yeah, that's what she said. She's son's the MMA fighter, so mixed martial arts. Midwest, what's up? I can see that from here. Wow. It's blurry, but I see it. You find any good stuff? Tommy, how you doing? What's going on? Oh, there. It's not moving up for me. Yeah, it's tonight's gonna be apple juice. I ought to drink beer. Them stinking Brits, they got beer bottles about that stinking big, and they're swigging all the way. But could be a couple youngsters in here, and I don't need my medicine yet. So, Pages, how you doing? Good to see. Glad to see you stop in. Swamp Picker, how you been? Is anybody heading out tomorrow for treasure? The warm weather people can. My heart's good. We've got good, strong genes in the family. So, and red, I can't do the wine. I've tried. I do those smoothies. So they have stuff that's in them, all that antioxidant crap, like blueberries and red berries and raz. I just throw the whole handfuls of frozen fruit in there, so it gets my antioxidants. And I'll eat some beets. I think beets are full. Hey, Rooster, how you been? Stay away from just saying. Philly Pecker, how you doing? Flyers are up 3-1. I don't know if you're following the Flyers, but they're winning and dominating New York tonight, so that's a good thing. Murray, how are you? Woo. So big morning, hopefully, for me. If I can hit this spot and hit it early, I'll have something to talk about tomorrow night. If not, oh well. But the days are counting down for the lives. Once yard sale season starts, I'll have to. I hopefully can get some good videos and a couple good picks. So that's what I need. Need to get down and dirty. And I'll be doing the first one's down. And it's a 2 beer minimum tonight. So, number 2 coming up. Switching it up. Carvin State Park apple juice. How about that? So, we always hide the bottle. We don't like free advertisement here. A few more coming in. Bobby, what's up? How you been? Wait for a couple of these corn collectors to come in. I just back in the archives there, I found my jar full of wheat pennies. There's probably about 500 or 600 of them here. So I know some of them. Some people just do count pennies in their lives. So who knows? I'll drink a quick one with you. Rich discoveries. What's fun? What are you finding? Anything good, Rich? Oh yeah, an abandoned house. Oh, you're okay. But that abandoned house would be cherry to go in because that thing, your main picture, that would be fantastic. There's a few of them around here, but I'm scared to go in. They'll have one of them wildlife cameras and catch me going up the driveway or something. I just want to film what's in there, what they're letting rot away. I don't understand that at all. All right. Tracy's gone. She's leaving the house. Check her lives out during the week. Very exciting stuff. And she'll teach you how to resell. If you want to watch somebody collect, it's me, Mr. Junk. As you can see, all surrounded. Tonight I brought out the G.I. Joe stuff and Hot Wheel of the chat. We've got the purple Charger. This is a fantastic color for the Hot Wheels. Pink is better, but purple's good. Rare, and this is a USA one, so this is first run right there. So there it is, and the hood pops up. So that's our die cast of the night. I always show that. I just have to, because I have it. Jennifer, how you doing? And there's Tim, the DC Wild Man. What's going on, Mr. Glass? Glass is in session. That's a great line. I should have thought of that. That is a good line. You want to see something exciting up and comer? Check out Over the Years. Very knowledgeable about the glass. There's a lot of good channels in here. You want to check them out, but I think everybody knows who's in here. I don't know if there's any hidden people in here. And the Thrift and Lounge. Yes, I did. And your package will be sent out tomorrow. And thank you so much. And there's Dory. So Kevin, that came to me, and it'll be, like I said, sent out to your home tomorrow. And again, thank you. See, I did. That was the first YouTube deal exclusive. Went to Kevin of the Thrifting Lounge, which you'll probably join him later with the Triple D. I think it's tonight you two are on. They'll be talking about the exciting world of dumpster diving and anything else that comes up. Yeah, you got rich discoveries. You got them old houses, man. I go up to New York State and go past them all the time. I just want to go in and check them out, see what they leave in there. But it would be tempting, and I don't want to take somebody's stuff that they might be hiding up there for some reason. Who knows? Or my luck, one of those spirits will latch a hold of my back and follow me home, and then my house will be haunted, and I'll have to get those people to come in, like the Conjuring, to come exorcise my house. So I don't want that either. So if I'm not invited in, I think I'll just peek in the windows. I don't want any of them spirits jumping on me. Noticing they're watching Stacks when he has some of his shows. He's got a lot of these spiritual ghost hunters in there. I want to watch them. They get like they hide a flashlight under the couch, and all of a sudden they can. I think they're cheating. Yeah, there's. Well, I'm sure. I'll tell you where probably some great spots in Ohio, like Cleveland and Detroit. If you can get, it's probably dangerous to go. Philadelphia's full of stuff too. Like the Philadelphia guys in here. I'm sure there's a ton of cool stuff. Plus, you can go in those old industrial places, and there's a ton of stuff. That's why I need a warehouse to store all my stuff. This, I don't know who it was the other day. It might have been that Pat D's. He was in this guy from Allentown, Pennsylvania's place, and he had a warehouse. Jesus, he had everything. Posters, and he even had racks of jeans. His place was huge. A lot of you guys were watching it, and I think it was that Pat D's that had it. But that was a hell of a thing that dude had up there. He had stockpiled everything, games from the 80s. He had a lot of Ninja Turtles in the package. I'd have been jumping all over the place if I had a place like that. And be filled too. I'd go full time House clean outs. Harry hoarding. There's no hoarding. Where's the hoarding? Where's the hoarding? It's all prime stuff. There's no yeah, okay, a little bit, but my stuff will sell. I sell some. I just sold one at the thrifting lounge. He bought one of those. He bought one of these jobbers, a midget, dirt car. So sometimes I do. If you see something in the background, we might be able to do a deal, and where everybody's happy. So yeah, that too. Hey, Burgundy sells. How you doing? Glad to see you stopping in. And Dad's vintage. Dad finds some cool stuff too. How's the picking in Virginia? Still too gold, or are you guys still are you picking up there? And we got Vegas. Vegas, I think, is warm, so you guys can hunt pretty much all year round. If I was down in Florida, I know I'd be up at 6 tomorrow morning, hitting the community yard sales. It's too cold here. I have to go down to where Tommy lives, southern Delaware. Yeah, I'm going to 2 estate sales tomorrow morning. I'm gonna get up and hit it slower, Delaware. Yeah, you're not all the way. You're middle. You're near Dover, Camden, Wyoming. You're still in that. What's that high school called? I forget what the heck their high school. What's up? Hey, Landshark, how you doing? Yeah, you're right, Bobby. One of my first guys to come into a chat. I'll get to 1,000 one of these days, but I don't even have close to the hours. It's going to take a while. Superior Hero Reviews. How you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. You're a gamer. You get along with young Harry. But he's not. He's been outside lately playing basketball. So he hasn't. I think his Fortnite days have come to the end. He likes the real live action these days. Now I don't have to worry about. There's a couple in Newark. Go to. There's one in Newark I'm interested in. I don't know what you're after, but look on the Facebook Marketplace and you'll see. I think there's 2. There's one in Newark and one in Wilmington. So maybe you can check them out because that's not too far for you. They're the ones I'm interested in. There's not the one in Bear, Delaware either. That one's junk because that's been going on for a couple weeks. I was at that one. It had everything right too. You could hardly walk in there. The place stunk, but their stuff was low-level junk and tons of it, and it was just no good. It was all for dumpster. He can come up. He's after. I think he's at. Well, now he knows from Tim about glass. I don't think Tommy's going out and buy glass. Something tells me he likes the other stuff, the video games and clothing. But I might be wrong. That's all right. When yard sale season starts up, he's got plenty all around his area with Dover and Smyrna and the big town of Milford. It's an old town. You never know. I've never went down that far to look. So, don't know. All I want to do is find like 4 or 5 things so I can make a video and make a little profit or find something that I collect so I can keep it. This is the next stuff going, though. I'm telling you, I'm going to have a big springtime blast selling G.I. Joes, Coleman lanterns, NASCAR, clothing. Clothing, when I say clothing, is a couple sports shirts, that's all. And a couple coins. Where's all the coin people? Look, hear that. That is wheat penny gold. Woo! No, that's Milford, not that. Not what you're thinking. Uh-oh. That's a refill. Oh, let's make sure we don't advertise the Brits drink in the open. I like to stay hidden behind the scenes so nobody thinks that. And look, you can tell that's apple juice, fresh because it's got a head on. I think that's mixed in with the Dawn detergent, and that's what gives it that chemical imbalance, which gives it a little about that much of a head on it. That's what I'm thinking. Chemical reaction, not apple juice, and Dawn detergent and ice. Uh, no kidding. Too far north. Well, you're going to have to hit down there in Milton, maybe Milton or Laurel. You got Seaford. Seaford's a national treasure. A lot of them people been. That's got old money down there. You say, or Georgetown. Georgetown's an old town. One of my best picks ever was in Georgetown. That was exciting, and I could have went back for a refill. There was so much stuff there. Well, that's Lower Delaware. That's Georgetown too, and the chicken houses are all down there, so they're all working in those. Is that Georgetown's got some cool old stuff? All right, then go to Lewis. Lewis is going to have your prime stuff if you can get the right pick or the right estate sale. And the antique dealer wasn't friend with them. Friends. Plus, you might, I don't know, Salisbury, that whole area down there. That's pretty far. I guess that's probably an hour and a half around. Chicken cluckers, yeah. That's lower. They're building all the homes up here too. They all live down there, and they come up in van loads to build all the houses in Smyrna and Middletown, the exploding towns of our area. And that there's everybody's the same. Yeah, well, Milton's where I'm going to retire if I stay in Delaware. That's my town of choice because where I'm at in Delaware is a good spot, and my house was a good investment. So hopefully I hit it on the up instead of the down when I'm getting ready to retire, or I make a big pick where I find that pot of gold, which could happen, and that would be sweet. So Tommy, you and Tracy aren't going live late tonight? No late night with Tommy and Tracy Bluegrass. You're not happening tonight. It's not even late for you, I guess. Missouri, you'll be 8:26 in Missouri. You're a different time zone, aren't you, Bluegrass? Yes, in Delaware we have Frightland. It's one of our big attractions, and we have me and Tommy, and yeah, we have University of Delaware. Come on, we have a beach from that's pretty long too. Rehoboth and Indian River Inlet, and we have the Amish Boogie Board International there. Great action, man. Haven't you seen that on the Wide World of Sport? It's on Sundays. That's coming up in the springtime. Dover Raceway, and we've got we don't have it. Oh, Cape Antelope. That's a cool place. I did a video on it. Where are you from, Burgundy? We are a drive-through state, really. Though there's not, we don't have any huge things, but we are a small wonder. And we're in Philadelphia's right up the road, DC's down the road, New York City 2.5 hours west. So we're location-wise, we're in a fantastic area. Picking-wise, fantastic area. There's a lot of people here. Probably about, what, 20 million in a 3-hour. No, there's more than that because New York City's got a ton too. About a 3-hour radius, there's easily 10 million. We'll be the last place to get the coronavirus too. When it hits, we'll have a cure by the time it hits Delaware. And Joe Biden, no, he's from Scranton, and that's what he claims. They can have him. He never said he was from Delaware when he was running with Obama, so that's about as far as politics goes. They had him Scranton Joe. So he belongs to Pennsylvania. He's yours. Connecticut. See, you got some cool stuff. You got New York City. You got Greenwich. You got that place where they make pizza and they had a movie. I've been there. What is that? God darn it. I know what it is. And you've got a lot of good picking up there. It's old. And the WWF headquarters, right there in that first town past New York City, one of your cities. You got some cool waterfronts too in those little islands. That's the one I'm going to buy. You got little islands off your coast that have houses on them. They're really cool, and I forget what they're called. But when I hit the big time, I'm getting one of those. No, Mystic Pizza, man. You had a movie. That's where Julia Roberts was in it. So that put Connecticut on the map. Plus Mark Twain. He's from Connecticut. Hartford or the other one? You have two cities there. Positive Church, where you at? North Carolina here, great picking down south. There sure is. I bet you there is too. What's up, man? How you doing? Got some KISS stuff. I'm not fancy that I can bring your stuff up here. I just check out your videos when you. Are you on the coast or are you in the mountains? Because if you're in the mountains, I know it's cold. Nah, me neither. We have waterfront, and the way the global warming's going, I'm going to be right on the water. I'm on the 5-year plan here. So once the global warming hits, it's going to come in. Tommy's underwater. So if he's still on here, me and Jennifer, we're both Delaware. I figure we're going to be we're going to have beachfront. Isn't that right, Jennifer? So we're going to benefit. Tommy, you're underwater. Sorry. Hoover, what's up? Glad to see you come in. Show support. Thank you. I thought I seen some snow there. I don't know what that is. Delaware doesn't get that anymore. We're under the new climate. We might even get a Disney World in a few more years if it keeps up with this type of winter. Oh, okay, Wellingford. Connecticut's got a lot of history, man. It's a cool place. You got. I've been through there a few times. I think I was in New London, Connecticut. Had a relative that lived up there. A lot of history, a lot of old towns. Oh, the Lynch Fields or Leach Fields are in the western part of your state. Gets a little hilly there. You probably got a couple ski resorts out there. Can't bet that, but I bet at least you got some tubing places. And the Connecticut River. Don't forget about that. Then Rhode Island's right there. So if you ever really want to increase your state, just invade them. And then you got Newport. And Newport's a cool town. So if I was in Connecticut, I'd be trying to annex Rhode Island. And there's Myra. How you doing, Myra? As always, I'm talking about nothing. Just hanging with the chat. Let's see what's happening. Hartford, New Haven. Been through them, and Yale's in one of them. So there you go. You got an Ivy League school. We got the U of D and Dell State. We don't have any Ivy League, but they're not far because of Philadelphia. That wasn't a burp. That was a ooh. How's the weather down in Florida there, Myra? There's a person that could be hitting yard sales if she gets out of bed in the morning. I'm sure she does. I think Lisa's in the chat. I don't think it's Rob. I could be wrong. Could be both of them. Wake Forest. We had a kid from my neighborhood was pitching for Wake Forest. Yeah. Georgina, are you in the morning where you're at, or are you late? Are you 6 hours away? So let me guess. It's like 4 in the morning where you're at. Or 3. You are a night owl or just coming back from a night of refreshments. Or I could be totally wrong. Mattel, man, where you been? Look, have the Hot Wheel tonight. Look at that baby. That's the Charger. That's the real McCoy USA. And in beautiful shape. I would call this a 7 out of 10. It's got some flea bites. That was my original when I was a young lad. So, and there's Victoria. How you been? 2:30 a.m. For Georgina, she's a trooper. Thanks for stopping in at 2:30 a.m. in our great cousin British Isles or the UK. Yeah, that is a nice one there, Mattel. And I always will have the red line of the night until I run out of them. So we're good for at least, I think I got another, they picked me up, YouTube picked me up for another season. So I got another 20 episodes coming. So hang tight because I'm saving the best for last. So even, let's see who we got in here. If I missed anything, it's because I am I'm not a quick reader. So if I missed anything, just say it again. You're allowed to repeat on the Harry Show because I repeat a lot of times too. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, well, Connecticut's full. Well, there's a lot of smart people in Connecticut too. You had It's you're New England states. New England's got all good education up there. Massachusetts does, Rhode Island does. A lot of smart people. You can do a live chat anytime you want. You can, if your computer's set up, you just do it. I don't. I've been doing them since I don't know. I've seen people with a couple hundred subscribers. You just can't. I can't do it from here until I get 1,000, I guess. Then I'm going over to Club Harry, so you don't have to. You'll see a real hoarding spot there. The thing you see here now is this guy was. I just picked him up last week. I want better, so he was hanging out with me. That's one of those Charlie McCarthy guys. And I throw a new prop up here all the time. This week we got the GI Joe enemy fighter there. So I'm reading some chat here. So Victoria, you had no live today. You usually have lives all the time. You and Jen. So I didn't get to see that today. What's up with that? And couple pickers, they stopped. They had their chat. But they're getting really busy on the screen. So they're starting to get popular, but I'm still stopping it because I'm still one of the first subscribers. So when you come out with the Cupper Picker shirts, I get first dibs. Whoa, I'm way behind. What the hell happened there? So we got Burgundy and Coach and yeah, you get StreamYard. You got sorry, I missed a whole slew of chats there. Yeah, but I think you could do you can do a live anytime you want it. I got like an Apple computer that's a newer one, so my son fixed me up on this, and all of a sudden I just popped on. First time I ever got on with, I jumped in with a couple of pickers. I just downloaded that stream, whatever that thing is, StreamYard or whatever, and got in there, and took me about 10 minutes to figure out how to get rid of the echoes, and then we were live. Then they kicked me the hell off. Never to be invited back. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No, it's fun. Do a couple lives. Have a couple apple juices to relax. And then just jump on there and start showing your stuff. If you're a collector, I'll hang out with you. I want to see everybody's collections. A lot of these guys don't want to keep things. They want to sell it. Out the door it goes. Yeah, StreamYard's very easy. You'll be one of a couple of pickers is my favorite couple out there. Well, when I started checking out things, they were like, they're easy. They're just easy going. They're a cool couple. If you don't watch them, pick them up and go watch them. They're good. There's a lot of good shows here. You got Tommy and Tracy show. You got Jennifer and Victoria a lot of times. Bluegrass throws on lives. Midwest Picker, he's going to do some lives. He's got knowledge. He's got a good demeanor to him. He could do some good lives. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking of who else does lives here. They'll pop up and I'll say, yep, they do a good live too. If you're new in here, like Jeff. Don't think I've ever seen a blue hen. You know something? Neither have I until I moved to Delaware. Then they're all over the goddamn place, especially if you go up north. That's the big thing. They had a good football team on the smaller scale, college wise. So This is where my daughter goes to college too. So I'm allowed to wear it. My wife went there. My daughter went there. How I'm in the picture is another story, but we proudly wear our Delaware Blue Hen gear. You should try it out, man. Jump in there, start chatting. People will see you. If they follow you, they'll see you, and they're going to see you anyway. It's easy. And if you've got, look, do I have a face for TV? Absolutely not. Do I have a face for YouTube? Well, at least 20 or 15 to 20 people jump in here. So somebody likes either talking to each other and it's a place to hang out till a good show comes on, then they all take off, or or they just say, wow, he's silly. So who knows? But it's easy. Just jump on. Start. You don't know these people. They're just asking you questions. You're talking to a monitor. Very easy. And once in a while, my dog comes in and whines. Mothership products and hunting with Tripler. What's happening? Power Ranger. You're the one that wanted that, dude. Yeah. Are you the one? Shoot me an email again. If you're the California guy, we can discuss about this. Look, there he is. Or you are the one from weeks ago in season one. This is the second season, by the way. There's his nemesis or whatever, but he's there too. I will. That's me. We'll discuss it. We'll discuss it. I just sold something to Kevin from the Thrift and Lounge, so I'm going to send his thing out tomorrow. We'll discuss how much I want, and this works. I remember I wanted to see it work, so watch, and there it goes. So the little things are blinking, not strongly. The battery's probably dead, and I'll take that battery out if you still want it. So we'll see how it goes. But that's why a yard sale to pick up Power Rangers, GI Joes, NASCAR, all of it. I buy it all. Like Mister Buy a lot. He buys and sells. I buy and collect. But see, here this could be another action-packed deal with me and hunting with Tripler. He's going to send me. I think you were California, weren't you? Because what I did with Kevin is he sent me his information. I took the box to the post office, and he sent me a money. Well, we don't need to do that all on here. We'll discuss it in private terms, private chat. So, as always, if you watch me, you'll see that I've had my 2 apple juice minimum. Now we're going to chat overtime. We're not going to get excited about. So I'm going to be back in 2 and 2. If you're here, hang out. If not, glad to see you stop in and check me out again. I'll be right back. Whoop. We're decked out in Delaware gear tonight, if you see it all, because I am in relaxing mode. Next weekend, I'm on call, so we will not be doing any lives. So let me see. We got here he comes. Great album. Yeah, I got all kinds of albums down there. Lots of good stuff like Ankle Humperdinck live at Camden Waterfront. That was a great concert. We have Conway Twitty, Double Gold, a couple others. Say somebody like Conway Twitty, and automatically I lost a person watching. I was only kidding about Conway. I like him. No, I got albums. I got some of the best albums ever known. Man, there's the Beatles. I think this even comes with the mustaches. So, Original Capital. I pick it up, and I have sold some albums. So I do sell things. But see, there's a couple of pickers, a big Conway Twitty. Now Margaritaville is who's that guy? Come on now. Doesn't he say let's get drunk and screw? That's who's that dude? God darn it. It's not Jimmy Buffett. There you go. Thank you there, Mothership Products. And I know you have a name, but I don't know. But I'll learn it through the chats and all that stuff. So I'll figure all that stuff out down the road. Oh, watch out. But you do know that Jimmy Buffett sings Let's Get Drunk and Margaritaville. So very nice stuff. Yeah, absolutely. I got all the Beatles stuff, man. The Beatles, I've been watching the Beatles since I was that size. So that was my first real big time going nuts on rock and roll was the Beatles. When we was kids, as a matter of fact, we played a thing called band. We used to set up cardboard boxes. That was the drums, and bed was the piano, and we always had cheap guitars. So that's what, and you spun albums. That well, for you young guys here, there used to be a thing. Well, they know now because it's back out, but this is vinyl, and they opened up. This one is Sgt. Pepper's, which is a fantastic album. If you're too young and you think you don't like it, when you get older, you're going to all of a sudden say, and it's okay. It's okay because my kids like the Beatles. And your kids will like, they're just going to be like Mozart. They're always going to be. So that is what an album is and all that good stuff. And if you tune into bluegrass, he might even play you a Beatles song, Blackbird or something like that. So yeah, new music is just they don't push. They push like, I don't know what the people that control music. It's controlled. It's not there anymore. Like even in the 80s, even some of like the happy stuff like 36 Balloons and bands like that, or with the funky hairdos and the Flock of Seagulls and stuff, I kind of stayed away from it. But then I picked it back up in the 90s because I said, the 80s was fun. And it actually was. It was a fun decade. There wasn't any of that anger crap, in which I was the 80s. That's why I'm silly still. So that's how that goes. Kent, the wild man. How you doing? Where you been all night? You're late. Probably has a real job, so. Well, the 80s was you had good behind the scenes music. You had the good funky hairdo guys, and then the dudes were putting on makeup like Poison in them, but they all played their instruments at least. So you had good music then. Then when the Grunge come in the 90s, you still had good music. But the 70s and 60s had great music. They all had good stuff. Score what you like. Yeah. That's a little Dawn detergent. It's almost out there. It'll probably give me something I don't want first thing in the morning, but that's just the way it goes. Nina, how you doing? Yeah, the Beatles will never die. They'll never die. The big ones won't. The Zeppelins and the Beatles and the Stones and the Conway Twitties and stuff like that. They're always going to be. See, I threw Conway in there again because you're at a card table. What are you out there gambling, Tim? Yeah, well, let's. I see. I used to buy those albums off the shelf because they were out when I was like 13, 14 and stuff. And you listen to the whole album and you said, wow, this is great. Now it takes a little bit of time. Good old Conway. Yeah, well, I don't. I think. See, Conway was so hot at my yard sales, they flew right out of the box. So I don't have any of those to show. I didn't sell the Beatles stuff at yard sales. It's kind of like, I kind of keep it until I get a few of them, and then maybe. Kenny Rogers. Yeah, Kenny Rogers went stretch face though, man. He tightened up the skin. It don't even look like Kenny anymore. The coward of the county and the gambler. All those 70s tunes. What? Oh, Doris Day. Doris Day's like Sarah, Sarah, or something like that. Come on, we'll all sing. I think that's one. That's the only song I know from her, though. Oh, Kenny Rogers or me? I didn't stretch my face. I didn't shave, so I'm a little fuzzy. We'll scare you. Look, little grayish. Doris Day on vinyl. Really? I had a Dinah Shore, Rings, Buttons, and Bows and Things. That was a catchy tune. But that's all. See, you get those old favorites. They go right out of the yard when you have the yard sale. Yeah. Well, I have Sunny Slopes Special Apple Juice, uh, and that's it. No, then it's bubbling. Drinking. Oh, there you go. See, and probably there's this cup just came out, so it's probably got a little Dawn detergents in there. It gives it the head. And we're pushing up there. What? Well, that's not good. Yeah, just make sure when you fill up these plastic cups, sometimes you don't see that little detergent sitting in the corner, and I fill it up. Too late, bubbles up. I say, "What the hell? I'm drinking anyway." So that's what gives it the head. Some of these guys think I'm drinking bubbles. I can do that with the gum. That's about it. And if you're new here tonight, you'll notice that I do chew like a cow, and I make no sense, but that's just how I run my chats. And I don't have the power to invite people in yet because I don't want to get into all that. So That's why you just have to look at me. And some people hang out because I guess they're bored and they see who comes in so they can chat with them. But I probably do 3 weekends out of 4 for lives, and then the fourth weekend I'm on call, and that sucks because then you can't have your 2-drink minimum. You're on edge. Well, there you go. See, I love your honesty there, Mothership Products. Person that's bored just hangs out and looks at a old guy talking about stuff. But I do have a lot of collectibles. If you want to know about any of that stuff, you want to know about glass, I have that. But the real glass man is in here too, and that's Tim. Over the years, he can teach you all about taking the right proper black light out and to see if you have uranium glass, which I've got my black light on order thanks to him. So I can shine it on that right there and say, hold on, it's glowing in the dark. Is it uranium glass? Can I properly say that this is uranium glass? Or is it just, and this is the poppy pattern too. I don't know if you were in here tonight, but I did learn that because I did see it. So I just got to get on that Etsy and start putting my glass store over there. That estate sale I got this thanks to Tim, because now I probably would have picked this up. I know about jaded glass and a 1927 Scavengers. Thanks for stopping in. We're talking about glass real quick. I picked this up because it's not pink and it's not green. It's yellow. If you see right there, there's the McCarthy dude. I picked him up. And I picked up crystal and some china. So I would call it one of these. But it's worth going up there just for that guy, because he'll scare the hell out of you. And if you're younger, that's Snappy from Goosebumps, kind of. So that's why I picked that up. So who's Scavengers 27? I don't know if you haven't been. You're new to YouTube, or you got kicked off of YouTube and you came in with a new name. But he has 4 subscribers, so show him love so he can have 5 or 6. But 1927 Scavengers, will you be putting out videos? Are you a collector, a watcher, a hoarder, or a seller? Or just bored and you showed up and this is what you're stuck with for 5 minutes? Seller, okay. Okay, so Nina claims she's the oldest. Well, I'm not young. I'm 38 now, so I'm starting to get a little older. If you were back in the 60s, you wouldn't have been able to trust me because I'm over 30. Now, I'm actually 57. And getting ready for the HH20 revolution, where I will take this 218-pound body and transform it to 195 is the goal. 195 on the yo-yo diet plan, so I can get back into 38 pants. So stay tuned. I need to be fast in the yard sale season so I can beat a couple of those senior citizens up the driveway. I'll get out of my way. I won't do that. But Heinz 57, you're exactly right. That's exactly right. Oh, I am getting up there. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. We're pushing. Oh, we pushed the 1 hour mark, and you know what that means, don't you? After this is gone, this will be the last cider of the night. We're on our 5 minute countdown. So if anybody's got any questions or any of that good stuff, just shoot them at me. Getting into 38 pants is easy, just buttoning them. Yeah, well, I can't get them past the hips. So they're either going to be big time sagging pants, droopy drawer looks. I'm in the 40-30 club, so that's a club I don't want to be in. So I need to be in that 36-30 again. Because this year, if you follow me, you'll watch me. Last year I did 2 mountain climbs. Well, this year I'm gonna bust it out and do a few more. It's hiking. I'm not grabbing rocks and pulling the bod up because I'm not. Even if I was in shape, you're not seeing me climb up something like this. It's more like that. See, you take a few steps, you rest 5 minutes. You take a few steps, you puke all over the ground. But when you're at the end, you'll see some nice lakes. It's cool looking. New York State's full of them, PA, Virginia, our area. And I'm not climbing anything out in Colorado if any of you West Coast guys are there because that is just that's extreme. They're too big, and I'm not built for that. I've climbed through boxes. I've climbed over clothes. I've climbed over rotten furniture to get stuff out of the corners. I have. If watch some of my older stuff, and you'll see some of them cleanouts where the closer is high. They're 2 foot off the ground. You can't shut doors, open doors. We found some cool stuff, and they're cool. One of them I was by myself, so it was a little freaky because there was one of those Annabelle dolls on the 3rd floor, which scared the crap out of me. So the 3rd floor, I kind of went, all right, I'm out of here. And I didn't hear it running around up there either. I don't want a doll to bite me in the neck and end my days. So that's why they're freaky after the Conjuring. Can't help it. I do PA a yard sale over there. Climbing Mount Hills, I want to do the Poconos, the Appalachian Trail, and I want to do Harper's Ferry. And New York State's just full cool stuff. Though it's a great state for hiking. Adirondack Park is fantastic. The Catskills, we want to check those out. We went up to Lake Placid. I picked in the morning. Yard sale did fantastic. For little towns, again, if somebody throws up a yard sale that has old houses, it's always got treasure in it. Well, he's probably a real climber. He's climbing up like Clint Eastwood, somebody like that. I can't do any of that stuff. I'm not. I'm not having any ropes held on to me. I'm gonna have a backpack and I'm not even having that. I'm going to have a bottle of water. It's a 2 hour thing like this. It goes like this. You get some of it. A lot of it's like that, and then it goes like that, and then you're done. You get up on the top of the hill, and you see all these. The scenery up there is fantastic. I'm telling you what. Now that you said it, Tim, I'm going there tomorrow for lunch. The fried one, no, I don't want any of that. It's got to be fried. Yeah, well, you guys in Florida, you can't even. If you walk next to the lake, man, they can yank you in like a zebra, and they spin you, and then you're done. There wouldn't be any of that gator stuff. All right, Victoria, thanks for stopping in. I've got a couple minutes left. I still have a few sips there. I don't want to down it because then I'll let out a big long burp, and then half the people will leave because they'll be disgusted in my longevity. Hatboro, hold on, Mr. Buyout. Mr. Buys a lot. Hold on. Mr. Buys a lot. Are you the guy that's got the warehouse that's full of all the stuff that Mr. D, somebody was interviewing you the other day? Pat, that one dude. Oh my God. Check out this dude's site. Tim, watch this guy. I want one of those old posters, a couple of them. Jesus God, this guy has got that's what I want. And I'd have a bed in there too. I'd be sleeping with that stuff. Just saying, it's all mine. It's all mine. I'd wake up to it. Look, I got a Stone Temple Pilot poster. I got Ninja Turtles in the package. If you're in here and you don't have Mr. Buys a lot, check this cat out too. And definitely over the years, check everybody out. Couple of pickers. Victoria. Kent doesn't put anything out. He should be because he's comical. But he has a great little spot. That's right. You're like up in Allentown or something, or close to there. So you're only about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from me. And everybody, I'll tell you what, Kent, start making some videos. You're going to lose your Hangout license. You could put a good chat on, so entertain us. So Mr. Buys a lot. I knew once you said that Hatboro thing, that whole area he's in is nothing but treasure, and more treasure. And that Taco Stacks is out that way too, where he's picking all his good stuff. But I think he's over towards that Lambertsville, New Hope area, out in that area, which is full of treasure again. Adamstown, PA, full of treasure. Oh, Johnstown, Pennsylvania. You guys, you had treasure, it got flooded, and then you build up again from that, so you got plenty of treasure again. So you're in good shape. You're like in a valley. Is that a valley in Johnstown? Okay, yeah, it's a valley. That's cool. Well, it has been a pleasure talking with everybody tonight. And I'm glad everybody stopped in. A lot of you's hung out, and I appreciate that forever, what that means. But hopefully everybody goes out tomorrow morning because we're not getting killed with snow. So get out there, treasure hunt. If you're selling, sell some good things. If you're like me, I'm after it to collect more than to sell, but I like to sell just a little bit just to keep everybody happy in the household. But I appreciate everybody coming in. Been over an hour. There's a good couple things going on out there. I think Triple D's has something. Check out everybody's sites. And until then, probably see you all maybe tomorrow morning. If not, I'll see you tomorrow night probably somewhere, someplace. Thank you for stopping in again. And then I'm going to say later. Thank you so much. And hopefully I find some treasure myself tomorrow morning. Good night, everybody. Have a pleasant tomorrow.